Hi, this is Rob Hanley with the Durham Duplicate Bridge Club on Tuesday, April the 11th for the 399er game. We have three hands for you today. The first one is number one. So I have a pretty wild hand here with two voids. Don't see that very often. And five spades and eight diamonds. So the first thing to recognize is this is not an opening bid for a couple of reasons. One, I don't have enough high card points to open it at the one level. And you do not preempt in diamonds when you have a four, let alone a five card major on the side, because you may have a fit with your partner in spades in this case, and you are going to have a hell of a time finding it. So I'm going to start with a nice easy pass. Partners bid one heart. No surprise, they're bidding one of my voids, and I'm just going to bid one spade. So partner has jump shifted to three clubs. That shows five hearts, four clubs, and 18 to 21 high card points. And it is 100% forcing for at least one round. So am I looking for game? Yeah, I am. I'm hoping partner has three spades. It's also possible that partner has diamonds instead of spades, and in which case I would force the game in diamonds. The important thing to recognize is I don't really want to play in 3-no trump. So how do I get things moving? I bid the fourth suit. Even if you're not playing the fourth suit forcing to game convention, bidding three diamonds will get partner to do something. In this case, for us, it is artificial, even after the jump shift, and says, partner, we're going to game someplace. Please describe your hand further. Okay, so they've made a delayed raise in spades. So it's delayed because they didn't initially raise. So they don't have four spades, but they do have three. And the reason they do that is in case I have five spades. So now I know we have an 8-card spade fit, and partner's likely distribution is 3, 5, 1, 4, or 3, 5, 0, 5. Given the fact I've got 8 diamonds, it wouldn't surprise me if partner has no diamonds. But the bottom line here is that I'm not looking for slam because I have two voids and not a lot of points. So I think I'll just settle for game and spades. Okay, so partners 3505, void and diamonds, and they've led a trump. So it looks like there's actually a couple of ways to play this hand. The first one is to play this hand as a cross ruff, which may be difficult given the lead of a spade, because if they take the ace and return another spade, that may not be possible. And I'm not even sure it's possible on a spade lead. The other approach, funny enough, is to use the master hand principle and choose one of the hands to make winners. And I would choose my hand because I had that really long diamond suit. I have 8 of them, which means I'm missing 5. And if the suit splits 3-2 among the opponent's hands, then I'll actually be able to set the diamonds up once I draw a trump and just give them a diamond, and I would be able to make my contract. So the other thing to notice is look at the spots in spades, the trump suit. I have everything except the ace all the way down to the 7. So that is important in a cross ruff, and it may be, well, we'll see what happens. So I'm going to play a 10 of spades. Okay, I got the ace. Okay, so they didn't return a spade, and that has me a little concerned. It suggests that West does not have any more spades, because when this kind of situation happens, they tend to continue the trump suit in order to kill a cross ruff from happening. I mean, they can see that the dummy has a void in diamonds as well, so it doesn't make any sense to lead a diamond and give me a free ruff. Also, clearly, West wouldn't want to lead a heart or a club into that dummy. And in this case, I think what I'm going to try, because it doesn't cost me anything, is I'm going to try cashing the ace of diamonds and see if the diamonds split. Now, to remember, I have all the top spades in case they don't. So I'm going to take the ace. I'm going to pitch, let's say, it doesn't, or a heart rather, it doesn't matter which of the other suits I pitch. And I'm actually going to ruff a diamond. Okay, so there's the king. Now, remember I mentioned the quality of those spades. So if the diamonds do split 3-2, I need to be able to get back to my hand without having to rough something. I need to be able to use the trump suit itself in case there's a poor split in trump. So that means I need to rough with the king, not the jack. They're actually all the same value because I have everything between the 7 and the king when I started. But it just means I can overtake the jack with the queen in my hand. So I'm going to rough high. And there you go. The diamonds did, in fact, split 3-2. Now, I don't know who has the third one. It doesn't really matter because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw the trump. Play the jack. I'm going to overtake with the queen, and there's that 4-1 split. Draw 2 more rounds, pitching the cards from the dummy. And I'm actually just going to give them a diamond at this point. Doesn't matter which one. There you go. And my hand is now full of winners. So I'm just going to take the 7 of spades, and I'm going to run my diamonds. And as you can see, all the rest of the diamonds are winners. So I'll just claim the rest. So I actually made an over trick. Interesting hand. Cool to bid and a challenge to play for sure. All right, we're going to pause while we change directions for the second hand. All right, we're back, this time with hand number 2. So 2 passes to me, and you can see that I have 16 high card points with 5 hearts and 4 clubs and an otherwise balanced hand. Now, it might be tempting to open 1-no trump with this hand, but I'm not going to. And the reason I'm not going to is because I have a 5-card major with another 4-card suit. And I find that that's generally preferable to open the major rather than 1-no trump. It would be different if I'd had 5-4 in the minors, for instance. So I have easy rebids. There's no reason to push the issue by opening 1-no trump. So 1 heart it is. Partners made a simple raise to 2 hearts. So in reality, that shows 5 to a poor 10 high card points. If it's 10, it's nothing special. It'll be flat. Otherwise, my partner could have bid reverse jury. And I have to decide what to do. So obviously, if my partner has 5 points, I'm not going to be too thrilled. We're not making much, maybe 2, maybe 3. But if partner has 8, 9, or 10, we actually have a shot at 4 hearts. So how do I find out what partner has? I make a natural game try. So I bid a new suit. It's forcing for a round. It says, partner, I'm looking for game in hearts, our agreed fit. And I have a second suit. It's going to have something in it, 3 or 4 cards at least. And it's going to have some honors, and I'm looking for fillers. And I always envision king, jack, third or fourth, and I've actually got it this time. So the bid is 3 clubs. I'm not bidding spades because I'm not looking for fillers in spades. I'm looking for fillers in clubs. It's about the club suit on the side. And partners bid 4 hearts. So what that says is not only do they have a maximum, so 8, 9, or 10 high card points, but they also have help for me in clubs. Let's see what we've got to work with. Wow. So partner has great club support, and they have a nice 8 count. Now it's flat, but that club support really puts it over the top once I show that I like clubs and I'm looking for fillers. So this hand looks like it's going to play itself, assuming there's no roughs. It looks like I have 2 diamond losers and a spade loser. So I'm going to start by cashing the ace of clubs, high card from the short side. Not that it's really going to matter here. I'm going to play a heart towards the ace. Cash the king of hearts. And the hearts even split 2-2. So now I'm just going to run my clubs. Cash one here. It doesn't really matter what I do. There's nothing useful to pitch from the dummy. And I have to lose a diamond, or 2 diamonds rather, and a spade. So I'm just going to claim to making the contract. And there you go. I made 4 hearts. So natural game ties are one of my favorite conventions, and they come up all the time. All right, let's pause so we can get to the last hand. Hi, we're back, this time with final hand number 8. So my partner's opened a club. I have 10 high card points, just some distribution in there. Nice 5 hearts, so I'm going to start with 1 heart. Partners jumped to 2 no trump. That shows 18 to 19 points and a balanced hand. It does not deny 4 spades, but it does deny 4 hearts. So am I looking for game? You bet. Is slam possible? It might be. It depends whether their partner has some sort of fit delayed raise or a fit for me in hearts with 3 of them. So how do I find that out? There's a very common convention that's used. There's 2 of them. They're almost identical. One is called check back Stayman, and the other one is called new minor forcing. They accomplish exactly the same task, and new minor forcing is the more modern version. And that would be where, on this kind of auction, I would bid the unbid minor at the 3 level. In this case, 3 diamonds. It's artificial. It says to my partner, do you have 3 hearts? And if you don't have 3 hearts, do you have 4 spades? Now, obviously, I don't care about the spades, but if my partner didn't have 3 hearts, I would settle in 3 no trump. So 3 diamonds it is. It is alertable if it comes up. Partners bid 3 hearts. So that's good news. Partner has 18 to 19 points, and they have 3 hearts for me. So my 10, I don't usually worry too much about the spades. I've been playing the singleton spade. I've been playing long enough that I don't tend to put too much extra effort into counting points for singletons after I've got a fit, but it's certainly reasonable to do so. So that puts me up in the 13-point range. Opposite partners, 18, 19, definitely puts us in the prospect of making 6 hearts. So how do I continue? I don't really want to jump to 4 no trump directly. I want to start a Q-bid auction first to make sure that partner's hand, from their perspective as well as mine, is a good hand that we should be looking for 6 hearts. So I'm going to Q-bid a new suit. In this case, the cheapest Q-bid I have is in diamonds, so I'm going to bid 4 diamonds. This denies a club Q-bid, and that's part of the reason to Q-bid, so that if my partner didn't have the ace or king of clubs, they wouldn't go. They just would sign off. And of course, I'm also missing a Q-bid in spades. And partners bid 4 spades. So partner, this is an interesting auction because partner did not sign off in 4 hearts. So they are effectively implying that they have the clubs covered. And because I didn't Q-bid in spades, the Q-bid of 4 spades actually shows the ace. So now I'm happy. I'm going to bid 4 no trump. Let's see what partner's got. 5 diamonds. We're playing 14-30. Partner has hopefully 3 key cards instead of 0. I have one that's 4, and I have the queen. So I'm off to 6 hearts. And a club lead. So a quick look here. It looks like I have all the clubs covered, the spades covered. I have a potential heart loser and a potential diamond loser. So I'm going to take this club lead in my hand with the jack, so I don't have to do any funny business to get back to my hand. And I'm going to take the heart finesse. So I'm going to leave 10. There goes the king. That's kind of helpful. And play the jack. It looks as though the hearts have split, which is always good. There you go. Now I have to decide what to do with the diamonds. I could take the finesse either way in diamonds, but I don't want to overthink this. I'm just going to lead a diamond to the king and take the straight finesse coming back. It looks as though 6 is ice cold at this point, and 7 will depend on finding the queen of diamonds. And here we go. All right, so that worked. The good news is that because I kept lots of entries to the dummy, I can finesse again in diamonds. So I'm actually going to take all 13 tricks. And I'm just going to claim the rest. Okay, so interesting hand. It's not a hand that I would want to be in a Grand Slam on. The fact is I needed 1 of 2 finesses in being in 6th in order to make the small slam. And that's a 75% chance. But I would not want to be in a Grand Slam on requiring both finesses on. That's not good odds. So that's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks.